What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Oh, shit. It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Friday.
It's a Friday.
It is a Friday.
This is going to be incredibly confusing.
Extremely confusing.
Extremely confusing. You would think this would be the beginning of our episode with a certain somebody, hence the makeup and the intro we just did. It's not.
It's not. So we did interview JoJo Siwa.
We did.
But we cannot release the interview.
It's on hold for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I want to say like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but we put out TikTok. We have other TikToks we filmed we'll put out, but we can't release the interview yet.
Yeah.
But
the timing of the day of our schedule today.
Unfortunately, we were not able to film the podcast before JoJo came. So now I am wearing the JoJo makeup for the entirety of this podcast. Now you might be asking, couldn't you have taken your makeup off? And
you could have,
but then
you'd have no makeup,
and then I just would be smudged,
yep.
All over the. I'd rather
be like the little kid who
gets a face painting and wipes it off and still has the smudge on.
Yep, exactly.
Because I don't have like all of my skincare here.
Yeah, you don't have the proper things, and then your face is just dry
and ugly.
Yeah.
And I'd rather look like this than that.
Yep.
So I am in full. I'm in full
JoJo Couture.
Yes. This is JoJo Siwa Couture. It's Fashion Week, and that is me right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're having
Meanwhile,
fun.
we have an awesome interview on this episode. It's just not JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, we do have an awesome interview with Madelaine Petsch,
and you won't have the makeup on for that.
I will not. I promise you, I will not. So don't be afraid. It won't be during that.
Trivia.
And trivia. I don't have it on during trivia either. But it's a lot of fun. I love a fun little bit day. I love it. So we've had a great day. How are you doing? It's Friday.
I'm great.
Or it's Thursday, but it's Friday.
I'm good. I'm great. Good, great, fantastic. I'm excited for this weekend. I'm gonna go with great.
Love that.
Yeah. I am. What do I have this weekend?
It's your bridal
shower. Some fun stuff. Yeah. Bridal showers on Sunday, which, I'm excited for, but I'm also like, it's weird because I don't know if any other bride feels this way, but as somebody that has a lot of friends getting married and there's a lot going on, sometimes it feels like the bridal shower, like the older people are very excited for it, but like the younger people, it's just more annoying. Like not annoying, but the way friends will maybe talk about bridal showers, it's like, oh shit, I forgot I have insert names bridal shower.
Well, your closest friends won't feel that way.
No, of course. But I understand. It's that thought is in the back of my head with the bridal shower approaching.
Well, don't think that way because your closest friends want to be there for you.
Yeah.
I get it though. Like your bachelorette is so exciting. It's fun. Whatever. Bridal shower is,
And bridal showers have like kind of evolved. They used to be, used to be like so taken up by opening gifts and like showing everything, and now it's like that's not really what happens. Yeah. It's like, and I'm going basic, classic.
Keep it classic, honey.
Bridal shower, like brunch on a Sunday kind of thing, and I'm doing it earlier because a lot of times also like the shower is closer to when the actual wedding is. I mean, same with bachelorette. I did both my things earlier just to avoid summertime conflicts.
Yeah, and I think that people may think that your wedding is like next month because of everything coming up, but it's not until the fall. It's very nice.
But it is.
It's coming up quick.
Really fucking soon.
It is because the summer is going to fly by.
The summer is going to fly by.
You obviously don't want to rush the summer, but it's going to fly by.
Somebody asked me last night, like, oh, what's like, how much longer? I was doing the math in my head and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's like really,
and this and this bridal shower kind of closes the chapter on those like pre-wedding events until the wedding. Which is super exciting, and you get to enjoy your summer in between.
Yep, I've been working with my mom on finishing up our invitations.
Amazing! So, I can't wait to see.
Yeah,
all very very exciting. It's super exciting. Oh, getting giddy! So exciting, and don't think that way about your bridal shower. Your closest friends want to be there. I know. It's a nice little Sunday brunch.
Yep.
Why not?
Painless.
It is painless.
It'll be enjoyable.
And I, for one, am very excited for it.
It's also like sometimes, I think maybe too, because my family, I'm the oldest. Like there hasn't even been like a cousin bridal shower or somebody like, of course, been to other bridal showers, but within my family, this is like the first one.
Yeah.
So even just planning wise, you know, like my mom's like, what are we supposed to do?
I know your mom had texted me and Gia. I don't even know if we talked about this.
I don't think we did.
Well,
She had a lot of ideas.
She did have a lot of ideas, and I have been
and I applaud her for.
No, I think it's great to be thinking.
Yeah.
But I have been to a ton of bridal showers since I was younger.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of older cousins. I've been to a ton. And your mom texted Gia and I, you know, talking about the shower, and she was like, she wanted to
talk about this.
No, I don't think so.
we did.
Or she wanted to come. We might have, but we'll just talk about it since it's timely.
Guys, that's such signs that you're talking too much. You literally can't remember.
Can't remember. But she wanted to have somebody come in and teach like a line dance, or have a magician. And I said, your daughter does not even like to do a dance like when I want to do a little dance for like a TikTok or something, like she does not like to do that. So I can't say for sure that she would love if somebody came in and made everybody line up and dance. Like it's not her style. Although I would ask her because I don't want to be like, no, don't do that. And then all of a sudden you hear the idea and you go, oh, that would have been fun. You just never know.
Yep.
And then I was like, you know, the magician might be fun. Like she doesn't. The magician, you don't have to get up and do anything.
I was not
the
necessarily like anti-magician. I was like, that's cute, but I also just
keep it simple. Keep the cute little
I just
game.
didn't want just didn't need any fanfare. You know, sit down. We have a lovely brunch. We talk with everybody. You know, Joe's side of the family gets to meet more of my side of the family. There's mingling. Yeah. Like I just didn't need to throw magic tricks into the mix.
You know, but it was great that she was thinking. And I said, you know what, you maybe do a game or two.
Yes.
You keep it light.
Yep. Because as much as having a full blown choreographer show up to teach us a little number, I was like,
your mom wrote to Texas Hold'em, and I was thinking like this was like 2 months ago. And I'm like, I don't know how Texas.
And also
Hold'em
like her daughter, the country music fan, like what? Like to be like, let's do a line dance. Like what does it even mean?
Yeah.
She must have seen
she
must have seen something on Instagram.
Right.
She must have seen a reel.
Yes.
She must have seen some shower inspo.
And I didn't want to automatically say no because you never know. But I was like, just knowing Fran. And then Gia agreed. She was like, no.
She texted me and I was like, thank you so much. These are fun ideas. For me, I just don't know if it fits like what I'm necessarily.
You're just trying to have a nice little brunch and get home.
Yeah. And some people like don't even really know what it goes so many different ways. Sometimes a bridal shower is being like thrown for you, which is so nice, but you're not really included in the in the planning and whatnot. You're kind of just like showing up and seeing what happens and everything. So yeah. We did it this way, and I'm excited. Yeah. It'll be a nice event.
It'll be a lovely little weekend.
Yeah.
I had some.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing? I don't know. I hope this isn't putting her on blast. I love her so much, my grandma. And I said she is hands-on. She's amazing. Mm-hmm. Like she is an event planner. Like that's her that's her job. She's so good at it, and she's been doing it forever. And so she has been helping with the shower. And I had suggested, like, I would love for something to maybe take pictures in front of. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy, but, like, something cute. So my mom and my aunt were, like, looking into it. And my mom sent me this, like, flower wall. It was cute. Like, it was cute. I said, oh, that's cute. And my mom sent it to my aunt, my grandma. My grandma said, that's too blasé. Blasé.
Oh my gosh.
It's in the past, honey. Been there, done that.
Did she pick something else?
I have no clue. After that, I was like, you know what, you guys.
We'll take a picture of the wall.
You guys figure it out.
That's hilarious.
It was very funny though. Like,
hey, she has an eye.
Blase.
Yeah. Damn. Just shot you down.
I know.
Shit. Well, she has an eye.
No, I know. Well, she throws amazing events.
Yeah.
Like that's truly what she does. So I'm like, look, we got to just trust her vision. She's got one. Let's trust it.
Let's just see what happens.
Exactly.
And thankfully, you know, it's your bridal shower now, your wedding.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
So if anything, if you don't like what Mima comes up with, I'm sure you will. She has beautiful taste.
It'll be gorgeous.
Yeah.
It'll be gorgeous. Yeah.
I had drama at my apartment building yesterday. Drama.
A fire.
No.
Now this?
A big fight. I've been waiting to talk about it. So I went to the gym in my building. This is around, I want to say 6:30. Okay. I went to the gym in my building and it's on the amenity floor. So there's like other things on this floor. There's like a common room and other things going on. And
you guys got a pool table?
We do.
Nice.
Um,
Just out of curiosity.
yeah, I love playing pool. And I'm walking out of the gym and I hear these women screaming at each other. Screaming.
Uh-oh.
And they're
in the common area?
In the common area. It's a young woman and her husband and like 3 little kids. Mm-hmm. And then 2 older ladies. Mm-hmm. And one of the older ladies is screaming with the younger woman. They're screaming at each other. You're the worst neighbor I've ever had. You are the least civil person I have ever been around. What is wrong with you? You are always a problem. So now I'm stuck. I'm like,
oh my God. And so their little kids are there?
Oh, yes. But I now have to, I'm like, okay, I need to stick around to see what they're fighting. So I'm like frozen like that. Yeah, like, I'm like, and I see this woman come out of the management office because she's trying to listen what's happening too. The manager of the building, she's listening. I'm standing there. We're looking at each other. I'm like, what the hell? So they're screaming at each other. The husband comes storming past me right to management. And he starts screaming, you gotta get these people out of here. They're always a problem. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, because I'm not going to scream it in the voice he was screaming it in. But what happened was there's a TV. There's a couple TVs in the common area. But these 2 older women, were sitting watching TV.
Give me a ballpark range.
I don't know, 70s, 80s, like older.
Yeah.
They're watching the news and I get like people, you know, like they're watching the news and the things are happening on the news. And the husband and the wife asked the 2 ladies if they can move to the TV on the other side so that their little kids aren't watching what's happening on the news.
Yep.
And the 2 older women said no because those chairs are more comfortable. So the husband said, well, can I move these chairs to the other side? And they said, no, we want to sit here. This is our spot. And then the husband and the wife said, don't you have a TV in your apartment? And they said, yes, but their grandkids are home, so they don't want to watch the news in front of their grandkids. Oh, and then they said, but it's okay for you to watch in front of our kids. And they said, yeah, we don't know your kids. Mm-hmm.
Wow. You know, sometimes I just feel like you reach a certain age and you just do not give a flying fuck.
No. And then
like these ladies could not
couldn't care less. And then the woman, the manager, came walking out because she had to go handle it. And she goes, there's always something going on here. And honestly, this was my first time seeing anything.
Wow,
so I was like,
you got to post up in the common area to see what's going down.
I literally ran into the elevator, up into my apartment, giddy as can be that I witnessed
some
this.
Drama.
Like I was like, fuck yes, what an exciting night. Yeah. Like, you know, just an exciting little
something to spice up your evening.
Something just to spice up whatever was going on. Like, oh my God, we have a little an apartment building fight.
Love it.
That we have to now follow up on. They're gonna meet in the common area again. It's
Are you did you pick a side?
I'm clearly on the husband and wife side. They don't want the news on in front of their little kids, and there's 3 other TVs on the other side they can go sit and watch.
Yeah.
You know? And where they were sitting is like a kid play thing, you know?
Yeah, right.
So it's like the older women could move to the other TV. They were sitting where like this kid play, thing was. So like
they were next to the kid area, the designated kid area.
So it was like,
right.
Just move.
And just feels like there was a lot of elements in that the old ladies like could have had other options.
I pretended like I went to go check out the construction that was going on, and I
was like looking up the ceiling like, oh,
they were like redoing part of the outside.
Is that new molding I see up there?
Yeah. They're redoing part of the outside, so I looked out the window a little bit, and I was
You're looking.
I was like, oh shit! I started taking pictures of it of the construction. Because I just wanted to hear what was going on.
You're like, oh, sorry, I'm new in the building. Just looking, I haven't really gotten a full.
The pool's open. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Yeah. And I was dying, and these older women sitting there, arms crossed, just continuing to watch the news. And I was like, these fucking bitches. I can't wait to follow up. Because they're clearly common area people.
Yeah.
I'm not a common area person. I'm hanging out in my apartment. I'm not hanging out in the common area. So they're in the common area. Wow. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye out. It was extremely exciting. And then on top of that, when you're younger and you talk about things with your friends and they seem like like you seem of age to be talking about it, right? Like I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about, but like when you're in high school, you feel a lot older than what you actually are.
Totally.
And now,
and you act like you know what you're talking about.
And you act like you know what you're talking about. And now, when you hear high schoolers talk, you're like, what the heck? Who taught you that? Where did you get that from? So I was at the market the other day, and well, oh, by the way, I found my wallet and my bag. It was in my car.
Yep.
And I was at the market, and
Do they know you?
No, it's actually insane. At this point, they're actively like, maybe they think you're a stalker.
No, I know one of that, like, you know.
Yeah.
There's different workers a lot of times, you know? It's not the same ones every time. And by the way, I just want to say this market has everything.
I need to stop there tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Noah's coming to my apartment tomorrow night. So maybe I should bring you to the market. But I'm thinking, I just want to clarify, at the market, they have all the things to make, you know what I mean? Like they have meats and fishes and other things besides like
it's a specialty market, but
I'm
it has
going to
everything.
pick up stuff to make dinner, you know? Like I'm not just like getting these sandwiches every day. Just want to make that clear. Anyways, I'm at the market, and 2 days in a row, hooligans come into this market. Banging on the bathroom. One girl ran into the bathroom stall. Another girl was banging on the stall, and they're laughing, they're giggling, and then they sprint out of the market. And 2 of the workers were like, we got to watch the cameras. I feel like they stole something. I'm sitting there. I'm like, they definitely did. Like, I'm like feeding into it. I'm like, yeah, these hooligans.
Yeah.
Next day, 3 other hooligans come in, young girls, okay? And the stuff I heard them talking about, I walked back to my car flabbergasted. I heard them. I wrote it down in my notes. They're looking at 2 pictures of girls, and they're going, oh, now that one's fatter. Oh no, she looks fatter than her. And then one girl goes, well, you know what they say, fat girls give good head. I literally was so...
Where is your mother?
No, seriously. I wanted to wash her mouth out with soap. I couldn't believe it. Like, I seriously, I went to the counter with my stuff, and I just pranced back like I was in Desperate Housewives back to my car. Like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
How old do you think how old?
They were teens. They had to have been in high school.
Yeah.
And I was taken aback.
That is just... It's just bad. It's so bad.
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
And they were comparing these pictures, and I felt so. And then, you know, I heard fat girls give good head. And I said,
where did you hear that?
Where did you hear that?
Who's telling you that?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Kids
these days.
God, they're still so mean.
They are mean, and I literally. I felt like I literally wanted to turn around and be like you said, "Where's your mother?
Yeah.
Where's your mother?"
Seriously, like, what did you just say?
I couldn't believe it. Walked back to the car, stunned.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You
know what they need? They need to hire security for this market.
Seriously. Keep out these foul-mouthed teenage girls.
Yeah, seriously disgusting. Disgusting potty mouths.
Ugh.
Well, anyways.
Terrible.
That's my neighborhood watch segment.
It's crazy that that's the shit they're still spreading these days. Like this
no,
shit they're
I
still
know.
talking
Like
about.
that's like something, you know, that's what you like.
No, I was just saying, it's like it's crazy that's not it's not like we've moved past that.
Right, it hasn't evolved. Like, because I'm thinking back in high school when you heard that, whatever, saying.
Yep.
And, you know, it's not funny now.
No.
But when you're in high school, you're like, oh, I heard this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ew.
Yep.
Ew.
Yuck.
Gross. So yeah.
Be better, teens of the world.
Be better. I'm literally like doing a neighborhood watch segment at this point about the damn market at my apartment.
You have another thing?
No.
Okay.
No,
I thought you were pulling out your phone to be like, and one more thing.
No, I just wrote "fat girls give good head" and apartment building fight in my notes.
Oh God.
Just to write down what I wanted to talk
neighborhood
about.
Watch?
My neighborhood watch segment. But anyways.
Oh gosh.
You got anything going on in the neighborhood?
In my neighborhood, no. Did I see anything recently? No. It's been pretty boring around my neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all of Maxton Hall Wednesday night. Now, we save it for Monday because I don't even know. I'm sure some people have seen it, of course. I was getting a lot of DMs from girls being like, Fran, the show is made for you. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate when girls do that because I'm like, wow, you really get me, you know? And then I'm also like, I'm 29 years old. I was about halfway through the show And I'm sitting on my couch alone, and I'm in my head, I go, at what age will I stop watching these shows?
No
Does
age.
it ever happen?
No.
That's something that like I've never really thought about because
No age, because I know my mom still enjoys these shows.
Yes, right. That's what I'm saying.
And my
Maybe
sister
it's 'cause my
still
mom
enjoys
like
these
never really.
shows.
My mom's like not a big TV person really.
Mhm.
So I'm like, God, is there a time that I age out of
No.
watching these programs? I mean, it probably would have already happened, right? I'm 29, but God, they make me happy. And this show is, if you haven't heard of it, it's Maxton Hall. It is on Prime Video. It's like not top of the charts right now for on Prime Video. It's originally in German.
Yes.
So it is a German television show. It is based off a series of books, 3 books that were written in German. And there is no current translation. There's no you can't buy the book in English. So it was funny because I did a lot of Googling after I finished because I was like, well, fuck, now I should just read all the books. This will I got to know what happens. And the author had answered somebody's question like, oh, can you read it's a book published in English? She was like, oh no, but maybe like a publisher will pick it up now that it's like blowing up. So fingers crossed that happens because I would love to read it. I saw a girl's TikTok who bought the book on Apple Books and was like highlighting each page and then hitting the translate button and listening to it in English. I was like, okay, that's way too much work.
It's a lot of work.
I was like, I will just wait for eventually it will be out in English. So the show is dubbed over in English, which I don't love. I don't like watching TV shows like that. I'd rather watch in the original language and like watch with subtitles, but it's one of those shows also that you're like, okay, do I really need to commit to the subtitles where I have to fully be paying attention?
And the subtitle, I watched too, which was weird. You posted at the same time I started watching, and I was like,
we're
weird.
in sync right now.
I was like, we didn't even discuss this show whatsoever, and we both started
We ordered
it.
the exact same lunch today, 3 seconds apart from each other.
And it wasn't even like we were looking at each other's phone.
No.
It was weird. I love you so much.
Yeah.
But
Love you.
Yeah. Ooh, giggling. But yeah, you posted on your story. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I just started this and we didn't even talk about this. How are we both starting this right now?
Not one word we talked about this show. I just saw it in my DMs and said people were like, it's time to watch.
Maybe that's people were DMing me
Yeah,
too.
I think
saying,
people were,
I think they were just like,
they
okay,
wanted
this
us
is
to
a
watch
classic
it.
show.
And it really was super easy, 6 episodes. I know Bridgerton is also out now, so people are pumped about that. But check out, I want to talk about it because I did enjoy it. And I also recommend just to get a little bit of a taste of what the actors actually sound like. Watch a little bit of it in German with the subtitles, and then you can go back to the English. Just because I was watching it, and I'm like, God, I really want to know what these kids like actually sound like, because it's like a fake. It's not their voice.
Yeah.
The English is another person.
Right.
Like,
You
so I'm
told
like,
me-
I was like, I want to hear what their voices actually sound like, because the British accent was like kind of aggressive on the men. I was like, okay, they don't have voices like this. So I wanted to listen to a little bit in German, then I went back to the English dub.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. You told me to do that.
Yeah, it helps just like to
I
get
can
it
never
better.
do the dub. It just comes out
So,
weird.
so
to me.
it's crazy though, because it works. It's okay with this one. Like their mouths, like they're still talking around the same amount of time.
There's
like,
a couple of shows, that White Lines, which was on Netflix, was dubbed, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. It really depends.
Did you watch Squid Game?
I watched
dubbed?
Squid Game dubbed.
Yeah, see,
you did. I didn't. I watched
I
Squid
feel
Game
like it
subtitles.
changes
I
the
think.
characters.
I mean, it does. That's why I went and
Yeah.
watched. That's why I went and listened to it in German for a little bit, because I was like, I need to hear what these guys
Yeah.
actually sound like.
I was fine with Squid Game dubbed, but obviously there's other movies and shows that I've watched with sub. I mean, Parasite's is a fucking amazing movie. Watch that with subtitles, but that's a movie you are paying attention to every second and want to watch.
It's
subtitles.
a series, like six episodes.
is
It's a lot.
and
Sometimes
also
maybe you're tuning in, tuning out for a
the
second.
subtitles didn't match the dub a lot of times. On
No, it
this,
didn't.
Which I was like, okay, that's not what they're saying,
Right.
But
Isn't that so interesting to me though? Because there were so many, and I don't know, especially with teenage dramas, there are so many like one-liners, like zip one-liners, when they're in the moment, like heat of the moment, like what they say to each other. And the whole time I kept thinking, like, is this the proper translation?
Yeah.
Right. Like, is this
like, was this
am I
the
getting
singer?
it with the full intent, like
But
the full
if
impact?
you're not hearing it in German,
But that's
you're
what
not,
I'm saying. Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand German, so that's where it is. But it's I thoroughly enjoyed it. So
I'm
if you're
enjoying
invested, if you're interested in checking that out, because I think it's going to be a big thing. Everybody on TikTok is talking about it. I'm sure they're going to make a second season because there's 3 books.
Right.
And if it's like popping off here, you know, it's like a German book that literally you can't even read in English, and like everybody's talking about it. They'll definitely get a second season.
So watch so we could talk about it on Monday
Yeah.
and you won't miss out. I'm laughing because my friends are coming to sleep over later, and Hope just sent girls' night later with this picture of me and my JoJo Siwa.
This is like you during the test run. You should have sent it to them and be like, guys, I thought it'd be so fun to do makeup tonight for our sleepover. What do you think of this?
Yeah. Well, Hope did text this morning like we were matching pajamas, and I should have just been like, what if we all like dress up as somebody?
Yeah. Well, you got yours ready to go.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics. We're going to be talking about the It Ends With Us trailer, Sophie Turner's Vogue cover, all about the divorce, and a little flirtation going on between Amanda Batula and Jesse Solomon from Summer House.
Yeah,
a lot going on the internet.
there?
We have a great game of trivia and a great interview with Madelaine Petsch. By the way, when you get to trivia and Madelaine, you won't have to look at my face like this. So that's a huge relief.
Yep.
And have been forgetting that I look like this the entire time. So thank you very much. Let's get into the topics.
We could not be more excited about warm weather coming our way, because that means it's time to change out the wardrobe, switch to the summer clothes so we can properly enjoy that season of shorts, dresses. It's truly the best time to refresh your wardrobe, and Abercrombie has literally everything you need, the cutest shorts and dresses right now. If you want a little summer refresh, shorts and dresses in every style, fit, and color, everything perfect for summer. Even better, they add new stuff every week. So go to Abercrombie.com, or even better, download the Abercrombie app so you can shop for the season's best new arrivals. I am in head-to-toe Abercrombie today, folks. It's rarely a day when I am not at this point. The denim dress I was wearing for the Nikki Glaser interview, I got replies on Instagram like, oh my God, where's the dress from? I'm like, guys, you don't even really have to ask. Like, it's Abercrombie. So this top, my jeans are Abercrombie. Their jean shorts are amazing. I just got a couple new pairs in the mail. Try them on. Love them. They are so comfortable. So I have some jean shorts. Also, a nice pair of linen shorts. I think linen shorts are going to be huge this summer. I see everybody wearing them. They're so cute. And summer dresses, a nice sundress. Maybe you have a wedding you're going to. Anything, you can check out Abercrombie because it makes it so easy. Weekly new arrivals at Abercrombie.com, so you can shop online at Abercrombie.com or the Abercrombie app. Just download the app. I have the app on my phone. It's awesome. And check out all the new styles from Abercrombie and refresh your wardrobe for summer.
It Ends With Us trailer has officially been released. Blake Lively teased this yesterday on her Instagram. She said, Lily Bloom's opening day tomorrow. And you could just like tell the Hoboken vibe right when she posted that yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, that was filmed in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Even though it's supposed to be Boston.
Right. Looks like Hoboken. Yeah. But yeah, trailer is out. And you know what? I'm so excited. I really can't wait.
The trailer brought it back to me. It's hard from the images, And I saw like everybody complaining like, oh, trailers are so long these days. Like you see the whole movie basically. It's like, yeah, sadly that is the trailer game. It's like, oh, we always get like these 2.5 minute trailers. Granted, most of us know what happens in this
so many
story,
people that are excited for this movie to come out.
Yeah, it's because they read the book.
Know the beginning, middle, and end.
Exactly. So they know the story. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with the Wicked trailer came out too. And I also saw people being like, oh my God, it's the whole movie. It's like, okay, well, we know the story of Wicked. Like it's not like a new original idea for a movie, it's like, okay, well, we know the story.
And we also know Wicked is going to be a 2-parter, 4.5 hour movie. So the trailer.
They failed to really make that point.
Yeah.
In the trailer, there was no like Wicked Part 1 or like anything. They definitely don't want to.
But it's like
keep that
it's
going.
Clearly not the whole thing because it's hours long.
So it looks so fucking good. But also truly like that's on us that we should have been guessing what Taylor Swift song was going to be in this trailer. Like when I pressed play and I started to hear the Taylor Swift song, I was like, of fucking course. Like the power the power to just be able to call Taylor up.
Why don't you just
call her up and ask her for one of her songs for your movie trailer? You know,
Yeah, that's what Colleen Hoover said to Blake Lively.
Yeah, and they're besties and they can.
Yeah.
So it's like Blake calls her up like, "Hey, my tears ricochet, baby. Let's line it up." And boom, perfect. It fits perfectly.
right in.
It fits I totally it elevated the trailer for me by a lot.
Yeah, I think maybe Blake knew that too.
Yeah, I mean, Blake's playing a smart game.
Right. If we put this in, the
There's
people have
some
been hating.
criticism. Let's throw in the fucking Taylor Swift song.
Right. And then boom, everyone's like, oh my God, they can't fucking wait for this movie.
Yep.
Which I am very excited about. I already have a date with my friends to go see it.
Amazing.
So
when's it
I'm
coming
very
out?
excited.
August?
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I know we hated on it with the beginning outfits, but when are you going to watch a movie with Blake Lively and go, no, I'm not interested?
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
like it's hard to do that. So I'm excited for it. I'm also excited because aren't they doing a Simple Favor Part 2? Like, aren't they working on a second movie of that?
Definitely. I don't know if that's been like filmed or done. I remember seeing that announcement.
That's such an underrated good movie. And you know who did a hilarious TikTok to that sound the other day? Lily Reinhart and Jack Martin.
Oh,
did
yeah,
a hilarious.
I saw
when
that.
your boyfriend takes a candid picture of you, delete that.
Yeah.
It was that was such a good TikTok.
That was good.
You know when you see something, you go, oh, why didn't I think of that?
Great idea.
Yeah, great idea. That one was really good.
God, you guys are smart.
Yeah, they're both hilarious. So.
Yes.
Moving on. So
but I'm excited for
I'm
that
excited.
time.
But I have brought you here today because I have some questions for you about the Sophie Turner Vogue interview. And now we will get into the rest of it. Of course, she, touches
on the cover of British Vogue. She looks gorgeous.
Amazing. She touches on a whole lot of fantastic things. But as our dobro ho, we must ask you the question, how do you feel that she didn't like being referred to as the wives and the sisters of the Jonas Brothers?
I get it. I mean, it only came from a place of love and probably jealousy from the Jonas Brothers fans, where it was like, I always thought of it as like as a term of endearment. Like, we're like, the wives, like we love the wives, Now, granted, fair. She's like, look, I didn't love that we all just got lumped together and we were basically, she said, like, I felt like we were groupies of the bands, which felt a tad exaggerated in my opinion, right? Like, you're not a groupie, you're his wife. Like, you're gonna go to the shows.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be there, you're gonna be supporting. We didn't think, no one, the fans, the speaker of the fans, we never thought we were like, we're calling, they're groupies, look at them always out. Like, it was always so fun when they were at shows. If I caught a glimpse of them at shows, I was always so excited. I was like, oh my God, Sophie's here, Priyanka's here. Like, it's fun, it's exciting. It's like, looking back, clearly she doesn't have the same feelings about it. My guess is also she's probably just didn't love like all just being labeled like one thing, like all three of them together.
Now I'm going to compare it to something in Challengers, Noah. You'll get what I'm saying. When Patrick says he's not a member of the Tashi fan club, right? But at the same time, you want your partner to be a member of your fan club, just how you would support them. And they want you to, like, you're a member. Like, it's in a what's the word I'm looking for? In an endearing way.
Totally.
Like, I'm always gonna be your biggest fan.
And she also said that
that
it wasn't him who made her feel like that.
No. She said it was the fans. Or whatever, the public, not the general public, like not even necessarily like the fans, just like the way they were referred to.
And that could maybe come from a place of she has her own career.
Yeah.
She has established herself.
Yep.
Priyanka has established herself. Danielle's established herself. And maybe she felt collectively, maybe it's something they've talked about together in terms of like, hey, we're all established women here. We're not just the wives of the Jonas Brothers.
Yep.
But at the shows, when you're going to a Jonas Brothers show, you're their wife. You know what I mean?
And I think it's kind of different. Like, if they were still married, I think you kind of talk about that as like, haha, we're groupies. Like, we love being in the shows. And, they're not together anymore. So it's like.
Right.
I also didn't really love the Vogue caption. And it's also the way the article started. Of just like the description, the way the article started, it said, Sophie T's journey from child actor to major player via marriage and motherhood reads like a Hollywood fairy tale. It's like her journey from child actor to major player via marriage and motherhood. It's like, how about via her acting?
Yeah.
You know, like that's how she became like, it's kind of like the way that is written makes it sound like her marriage and motherhood becoming a mom, like is what made her a major player. It's like, oh, well, then she married Joe Jonas and that made her a major player.
Very,
it's like, that's why would you write it like that?
Very Harrison.
Extremely Harrison. I fucking love that caption.
Right.
But like, it's
no,
like,
but like,
it's a weird way to phrase
Are we forgetting that she was in like the most successful show of all time?
Right, exactly.
Game
it's
of
like
Thrones.
Child actor to major player via marriage and motherhood. No. Wrong?
No. The reason Joe Jonas even knew who Sophie Turner was because he was such a fucking big fan of
Game of Thrones.
Of the biggest show on TV.
I don't know. I thought that was like a really they tried to summarize her life in like one sentence and then really did a poor job.
It's kind of like being like Sophie Turner's only known for the divorce and motherhood conversation that's gone on in the past couple months. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Not
I know.
quite.
So she was very open. They went to the zoo, which was a fun place to conduct an interview, I would say. They were
Different.
like outside of somewhere outside of London, I believe. She talked about adjusting to life back in the UK and how that's kind of been a huge benefit to her, just mental health and everything. And she obviously didn't go too much in detail of like any legal things or anything like that. But she's, said Joe's a great dad, great parent, and they're just trying to get to that point of like being great co-parents. She said she does hope for like one day where they can do holidays where, his whole family, her whole family can all like be together for the sake of the kids and whatever. So obviously like she's hoping for the best, but she did talk a lot about what went down and the craziness and the rumors of how like immediately the rumors of that she was a bad mom and like all these things. She was like, I'm not even really a big partier. Like it's just that it just like took on a life of its own. Obviously those rumors kind of went crazy. And she was like, it was so hard too because she was filming a show. She was working, like she was in contract. It's not like, that was time that she had already dedicated to knowing that she was going to be working.
Yeah.
So tough. I felt for her and how she, just talking about how she was feeling during that time was really really crazy. And she also said Taylor Swift was a huge help for her.
She said she needed a place to stay in New York. She called Taylor up.
Call Taylor up again.
Why don't you just call Taylor up?
Blake's calling Taylor up. Sophie's calling Taylor up.
And asked if she had a place.
Great friend.
If she knew if anyone was renting. And Taylor was like, just stay at my place. So she was able to stay there in New York.
Absolute hero. I've never been more grateful to anyone than I am for her because she took my children and me and provided us with a home and a safe space. She really has a heart of gold. So, yeah. That was very nice. But yeah, she didn't like being called the wives.
Yeah, that was she did say that the most important thing is that Joe is a great father to her kids.
Yep.
And maybe the whole way it went down and their co-parenting situation might not be in the best state right now, but he is a good dad. Yeah. And so that's important.
And she talked about being like finding out she was pregnant and she was really young and it was kind of like, oh, like we doing this? Like this is the decision like we're making and obviously she's so grateful for it now, but she opened up a lot about motherhood and parenting and her relationship. It was a good read, I would say. I think people have been waiting to hear either of their sides of the story, really. I mean, it's only been speculation and tabloid rumors and everything. So she took this step.
Yeah.
And on the cover of British Vogue.
I always enjoy Sophie Turner and I wish the best for Sophie.
Yeah.
I want to see her in more things too.
And she's got some cool, the project that she was filming when this all went down sounds like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah. And then she has something else I think she was talking about that is going to start filming soon also.
If we were doing a cover for Sophie, we would have called her actress.
Yeah.
And would have highlighted her
I probably
career.
wouldn't have said via marriage and motherhood is how she became a big player.
Yeah.
Major player.
It's just not true at all.
I thought I read that first line. I was like, that's kind of wild.
Sophie Turner's name more before she married Joe Jonas than I did after.
And no offense to the author of the article, like the interviewer, it's a great read, and the interview itself is very positive about Sophie and her journey and her life and her career. But like that one opening line, I just thought was kind of...
It's just the caption.
Yeah. Because I think she was really trying to say her life maybe has become more public and just more has opened herself up to more criticism from the public due to the high profile nature of her marriage and what has come from that.
That would make sense.
But like using the term major player, I also thought was like, well, major player in what? Like major player in pop culture news? Like,
right. Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to get the fuck out of this makeup. Anyways, last topic. Amanda Batula and Jesse Solomon from Summer House. If you don't follow Summer House, there are two people on Summer House. Amanda's married to Kyle. Jesse's a new player into the house. They have this like flirtation going on Instagram. And once again, Amanda is married to Kyle.
On the comments everywhere.
And Kyle's been acting like a fucking piece of shit this fucking season. Oh my God, don't get me started. But now Jesse is like commenting on Amanda's stuff like holy fuck-a-moly. Like
no, it's actually crazy.
Literally, he might as well write like I want to fuck you so bad.
So,
like that's where the comments are headed.
Major shout out also to Sam at Bravo Historian, because she really started posting all these stories of screenshots of comments and everything. And once I got through all of them, I went, oh my God. I texted Ria immediately. I go watch her Instagram stories. Like, you need to see these comments. So she actually made a highlight, but she saw the theory on TikTok. Well, she posted a TikTok that Jesse had posted, the two of them, and then she was like, guys, that TikTok is crazy. And then they went through all these comments of like Amanda wrote on something, why do you hate me? And Jesse wrote back, LOL, whoops, you look so hot in the video though. Yeah, holy fuck-a-moly.
It's just gotten to the point where it's like, okay, they're clearly kidding with each other, but at the same time.
Yeah. Somebody commented at Amanda Batula and wrote, future couple alert. And Jesse liked the comment. And then Amanda did a Skims ad on her TikTok for the bras. And he commented, all my comments would be inappropriate, but just know I was here. And then he commented again, I'm rarely at a loss for words. Like, I don't know. You can be as cool as can be, you know, whatever. Like, that's my friend, that's my wife. Like, I would be like, don't comment that shit on my wife's Instagram, bro.
Never. That would never fly. Yeah. But I think in this circumstance, everyone's okay with it because people hate the way Kyle treats Amanda.
Right.
So they're like, wait a second.
No, I think this is the first time I've seen comments of people being like, never have I rooted for somebody to cheat on their husband.
Right. No, listen, I love Amanda.
Not what we're saying.
No, not what we're saying.
Not what we're saying.
Would not condone that.
But they have a very flirty relationship.
They really do. I love Amanda. I think Amanda's so cool.
And she made the TikToks. Like, she was like, guys, like, come on. What are we doing here?
And she,
like, you did this. Because they were like, Amanda's TikTok, the search bar shows Jesse Solomon is the search bar now. And she's like, what the fuck, guys? Like, come on. Like, you did this. Why is this here? She made another one. She was like, I'm married. I'm married.
And she has a smirk on her face, which I just think Amanda's so cool. And now they're playing into it. She posted a carousel on Instagram where it had a text from Jesse that he sent to her calling her the main character. I don't know. I think Jesse is just like into taking women. I think that's what I'm gathering. And he like maybe tries to see it as something he can conquer. Right. Clearly, Amanda, we know Amanda. She would never fucking cheat on Kyle. She's not that kind of person, which is great. But I do think maybe it should be a little wake-up call for Kyle that there are men out there.
Your wife's hot as fuck.
She's hot as fuck. She's cool as fuck. Yep. And people are going to be clamoring for her.
Yep.
So get it together, you insecure little boy.
Yep.
That's my...
Jesse Solomon's coming for your girl.
Yeah, seriously. And she's so cool. I love Amanda.
But, yeah, I wonder how long they'll keep that up, because this is... Like, now it's getting so much attention. Like, anytime they comment on any of each other's things or like post anything, like, people are stalking it.
Yeah, and And as cool as Kyle wants to be, at some point he's gonna be like, okay, fucking
That's what I'm
enough.
saying. Like, eventually you're like, okay, haha, this isn't really that funny anymore, you know?
Right. Like, gets to a point where it's like, okay, this joke, like, we're married.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. God, I just
You
have
won
so-
with things.
And the last thing I want to say about Kyle is that, because I saw previews for tonight's episode and it'll be out already, this man doesn't want to settle down and have a house and kids with her.
Yeah.
Okay? But he also doesn't want her to start her own business.
Right.
So what can Amanda do in her life to make herself happy? Because all the things that she wants to make herself happy, he's saying can't be done.
I know. It just feels like he wants her to be exactly like him. Like, he just wants her to be like a girl version of him where she like eats, breathes, sleeps, lover boy, and nothing else. Like, and wakes up and is like wanting to like work for Loverboy and do everything for Loverboy and not anything
But
else.
then he acts like she's a bad employee. But if she's such a bad employee, and
that's what I'm saying.
And then
I think
you can't,
he wants her to like only to care about it.
But then you can't live without her being a part of the company. But you also think, pick a side, pick a side, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
well, I
my
think he
thoughts.
was also just trying to like hurt her with those comments, you know.
Yeah, but I saw a preview of a conversation he has with Paige and Ciara on this week's episode, and
he's saying she doesn't work.
He was just, I loved the way Paige and Ciara were going at him and protecting their friend.
Yeah.
Like, those are good ass friends right there, because he was not getting it. And that's my final thoughts, because I literally can't talk about this anymore. It's exhausting with the way I feel about this show and these people. Love all the girls though. Love all the girls. And that wraps up today's topics and the rest of the show without this makeup on my face. My lips are so crusty right now. Bye.
Did you know that right now you can get tickets to Meg Thee Stallion for only $66? Yes, that's right, everyone. At Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, you're getting some of the best deals. You should not have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets to all of the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. They have flash deals for sudden discounts, zone deals for when you are feeling flexible, and their lowest price guarantee, which means that if you can find the same seats for less anywhere else, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time is the best place for last-minute seats with up to 60% off your favorite events. So what are you waiting for? There's so many great things. Maybe you want to go to a baseball game. Maybe you want to go to a concert. Maybe you're in your city. There's playoffs happening. You want to try and last minute get to a game. Check out Game Time. Like I just said, Meg Thee Stallion's playing in New York at MSG next week. $66 right now. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by the lovely Madelaine Petsch. Her new movie, The Strangers, Chapter 1, comes out Friday. By the time you're listening to this, it will be Friday. So thank you so much for joining us. The glasses, is it to fit the theme of the movie?
I wish it was. I had a very late night last night working on an influencer campaign with The Strangers. So I'm like, if you...
Yeah, no, you're there.
I'm here. My eyes are here, but I think they're better covered today.
Well, you look very cool.
I was going
and
to say,
we're
it also
intimidated.
really ties into the outfit.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. I was like, I don't want them to think I'm an asshole. So I was like, here are my eyes, but you don't want to see them. I'm sure of that. I'm actually helping, I think.
No, it definitely ties into the outfit, but I was like, huge diva alert walking in.
No, she just has a lot of fallout from that sneaking under her eyes.
No, but that's so cool. So you were just talking about this influencer event you guys threw on for the movie. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we had, I think it was 9 influencers go to a cabin in the woods, although it was like actually a mansion in Montauk.
Right.
But we were calling it like a
Gorgeous.
cabin in the woods. It's like a beautiful mansion.
Well, that's how you have to get the influencers to get there.
So it was right when they started watching the movie, and then the lights turned off when it was dark outside. And so me and my producer were in another room controlling scares, basically, just like messing with them the entire night. So we filmed it. I think it should be out by the time that people are watching this or listening to this. But
Did you get some good, genuine scares?
Oh my God, it was so... I love haunted houses. I go to them all the time as a fan. I've never scared people before so viscerally.
Yeah.
And I think I'm addicted to it.
There's a thrill that
You're
comes
really
with scaring
leaning
people.
in.
I was loving it. I was like, no, go over there.
that comes with scaring people for sure.
There's something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a power thing, but you just it's
definitely
you're like, damn, I got them good.
Right. It's like pulling a good prank on somebody.
Yeah.
Except you're scaring them.
Right, you're
Now
getting a big
you
reaction.
said you love haunted houses. Did you ever envision yourself doing like a horror film? Were you always into the genre, or did this just kind of like fall perfectly onto your lap?
A little bit of everything. I love horror films. I watch as many as I possibly can. I think they're so fun to watch. I don't have a lot of people who will watch them with me, and I don't like watching them alone. They're not fun to watch alone.
Yeah.
But I'd also done a lot of thrillers and horrors in my career already, so I was kind of like ready to depart from that genre. And then this came about, and I loved the original so much that I was like, I need to do this so that I make sure that that's paid justice and people like see that we respect it. And then I worked with Courtney and Rennie on the scripts and became a producer, and so it kind of felt like I really got to have my hands on every piece of it, and that, I mean, was a huge win for me. I really went roundabout there at this point. Very tired. Long press run. Like, what was the question again?
Well, so chapter 1 is out this week, but there is also chapter 2, chapter 3. It's a trilogy. So what was your knowledge of like the trilogy going into it? Did you know like, hey, we're going to do all these 3 movies at the same time?
I was sent a 289-page script. So it was all one script at one point. And then I talked to them and I was like, you guys, we can't make a 4.5-hour film. So what is the plan? We're going to break it up. We don't know exactly where yet. And so before we started shooting, we felt like it was important to know where. And so we shot them cross-border, which means we shoot like movie 3 in the morning, movie 1 in the middle of the day, maybe 2 in the end of the day. It was very chaotic. But yes, we knew it was a trilogy. I think we're kind of talking about it now as if it was like a large movie broken up in parts versus the word trilogy. But yeah, it's 3 movies.
Yeah. Now, for the people listening who don't, like understand how long a script should be, right? You said over 200 pages for this script. What's like your average movie script?
Let's say like an hour and a half film is usually about 90 pages. Okay. I usually budget in my head about a minute per page. So if you think about a regular film, it's about an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Yeah, that
makes sense.
That's a lot. So where did you, I'm so curious even just about the process of that. How do you manage like shooting morning, day, night, and having them look like 3 separate times? Like, do you have to change your character?
Well, yeah, the nice thing about I have to take these off. I'm sorry, I don't care if I make it look bad. I feel so crazy. I have to look you in the eye.
Well, you look beautiful.
I'm thinking, I'm like, do I have to do that?
No, you look amazing.
Thank you. The wonderful thing about these 3 movies is that it takes place over 5 days. And the fact that it was one long film means that chronologically it does kind of break on its own. Naturally, the character's arc is very like clear throughout the entirety of the films. So, I mean, obviously daytime, nighttime like does change things. And I did have to like have covered in blood 1 second and then like back to normal at the beginning of the first movie in the middle of the day and then like stab wound, whatever. So all of that made it a little bit more difficult, but you kind of do that. You don't really shoot chronologically anyways in film.
Right.
So it kind of worked out. And I also was on a network television show for 7 years where we would shoot episodes long before we even got a script. So this was like a cakewalk in comparison to that.
And I feel like that is movie magic, right? Like people don't realize that you don't shoot things from beginning to end. Like are there times where you're shooting the end of the film and then you got to go back to the beginning? But people like when you're watching the movie, you're like, oh yeah, this must have just been done day by day.
Yeah, I actually shot the last scene of the 3rd film. So the last scene of the entirety of all films on like week 2 of like 8 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, well, I'm really solidifying my character arc here, so I gotta be strong.
Like, at least I know I'm in the end.
Oops. Oh, spoiler alert, I'm in all 3.
That's true. Where did you guys film these movies?
Slovakia.
Wow. Okay. How was that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I never given much thought to going to Eastern Europe before. Like I'm sure at one point I was like, I'd like to go there eventually, but I didn't know when. And then when I got sent this, I was in Ottawa, Canada shooting another film. And I was like, this sounds so insane and intimidating and overwhelming. And then the minute I got there, I was like, this is beautiful. It's like one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And it's very metropolitan. There's, I say this because matcha is incredibly important to me. The best matcha latte I've ever had in my entire life is in Slovakia.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very important. And also nice to have when you're, taking a break from filming, because what's it like getting into character, right? You're in a horror film. You're supposed to be shaken up the entire time. And then you have to get out of that and go to bed at night. Like, what is that like for you to unwind at the end of the night or to start your day?
Yeah. So we would shoot, I'd say conservatively like 14-hour days, including like hair and makeup and whatnot. And then I would, at the end of the day, sit with my producer and rewrite the next day's scenes. Because as the story was unfolding, we were learning more about the other characters and how they would act in scenes and scenarios. And so we were like, we should evolve this as it evolves naturally. So I'd stay up for like an extra couple hours. By the time
did you sleep?
Not A lot. If I had an Aura ring then, I think it would be doing, the thing that it does, have you guys have an Aura ring?
She does.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing where it alerts you and it's like, this is not healthy.
Yeah.
It would be like falling off of my finger, I'm sure. I didn't sleep well, but it's also hard to sleep well when you're doing something with so much adrenaline. Mm-hmm. I didn't find a good way to calm down at the end of the night.
Right. So
now I think I probably would have spent more time thinking about it had I had the time.
Yeah. So for those 8 weeks, you're just go, 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 go.
Yeah, even when I'd lay in bed, I feel like my whole body would be like buzzing at the end of the night. Yeah.
Even then, it's so hard to unwind. You're probably also reliving everything you shot. What are you going to do tomorrow? It's like that's a long cycle.
This might be a silly question, but were there times when you were filming that you actually felt very scared?
I think it's so important in a horror film to be scared, or else the fear doesn't come off authentically, at least for myself as an actor. So I was kind of constantly scared. Mm-hmm. But they also did a really good job of genuinely scaring me.
Right, because you were in the know about a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I never know exactly what moment a stranger is going to pop up or an axe is going to come through a door or whatever, right? So that made it, I think, a little easier to do my job. That's so
interesting. So they would just like pop out and then genuinely scared.
Yeah, I think that's
so cool.
That's the way that for a horror film, I think that's the only way for me to do it justice as an actor, but everyone's got a different process.
Right.
I'm fascinated by the like horror scream, like that, like the screech that every woman has to like nail when they're in a horror film. Like you said, you've done other projects. I mean, Cheryl Blossom had some screams in there for sure.
Some screams.
So how has your like horror scream evolved? Like, have you worked on it? Like, do you scream in the mirror to be like,
no,
what does this sound like?
This is a question that's come up a lot on this press tour, and it's so funny because I've never given it a single second of thought. And also people are like, did your throat hurt at the end of the shoot? And I was like, I don't even know. I don't even think I screamed that much in the film, but I do. I don't know. I've never given it much thought.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like a natural banshee or something.
Right. It just comes
naturally to you.
I mean, hey, when an axe breaks through a door right next to your face, like
you're gonna scream.
You're maybe not even thinking about
That's exactly right.
It might not even be like a loud screechy scream. It could be like a
just whatever
like
happens.
A deep huff.
A guttural huff. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, we have followed you for forever. We're massive fans. We're so excited that you're here. I would love to chat a little bit just kind of how you got into the whole acting world in general, because I know everyone kind of will recognize you from Riverdale, but like what was before that?
Yeah, I was probably 5 when I went into my first theatrical production in a very small town in Washington State. And I did my first performance and I walked up to my parents and I was like, I want to do that for the rest of my life. And I was lucky enough to have parents who, instead of looking at their kid and being like, oh, today she wants to be an actress, but tomorrow she'll be an astronaut, they were like, oh no, we see this passion in her eyes. There's like a fire inside of her that lights up when she does this thing. So they did everything they possibly could to support me doing that. So they would take me to theatrical productions, 3 hours away, and always drive me. They drove me to a school that was so far away for high school. It was an arts high school. And I would go to LA and audition from like 16 to 18 and meet agents and managers and stuff like that. And then I moved at 18. And I auditioned for a long time and worked 200. I actually kept a journal of all the jobs I did in LA because I'd always have to quit if they wouldn't let me off for an audition. So I think I worked like over 249 jobs.
Wow.
In LA, because I would just quit. I'd be like, okay, can't make it for the audition. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Wait, that's incredible.
That's an awesome journal to have, though. Like,
awesome.
do you ever go back and look at what you have, all the stuff you had written down?
Oh my God, yeah. I also think like there's something in my brain where I'm like a dark comedy about all of the. I had some crazy jobs.
What kind of jobs did you have? It's so interesting because you had to quit because you were like, well, I can't put my 2 weeks in. I have to go to this audition. So
today,
bye.
Yeah, literally. At one point, actually, I worked at I'm so sorry because I love the people who run this restaurant, but I worked at this restaurant in Beverly Hills and I was a hostess. And one day they wouldn't let me off to go to an audition, so I quit. And I did the audition, and they called me 2 days later and be like, you have to come back. Like, I need you. So I got my job back, thank God. Because I also had to pay my bills. But I moved there for acting. So I was like, if I can't make this a priority now, it's never going to happen for me. I was a window salesman. I went door to door as a window salesman.
Wow.
That was probably
very
the toughest.
Interesting.
I was an executive assistant at a political consulting firm.
Oh my gosh.
The consulting firm that brought the Rams back to LA and stuff like that. Just like the most random, anything I could find on Craigslist that felt like remotely safe. I would do.
Right. So where did the window salesman come in?
Oh, you mean like year-wise? I'm so bad with timing.
And also, like, did you find it on Craigslist?
Yes, every job I took, I found which is so sketchy. But I also got a great job as a personal
you had
assistant.
a hustle.
Whatever would get the bills paid and also allow me to do my job, which was acting,
Yeah.
I would do. Yeah. And
That's incredible.
Did a couple of small films, but I'd auditioned for David, who cast Riverdale like 100 times. And so by the time I auditioned for Legends of Tomorrow, which was another CW show, he was like, I don't think you're right for this role, but you're perfect for a pilot I'm casting. Can you come in and read for Betty? And I was like, Betty Cooper? Like, what? So I read it. I didn't have a script. And they're like, can you read it more bitchy? And I was like, sure. And so I gave it a shot. They pinned me, which means you're like kind of on ice for 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
I had no idea what the role was. It was an unknown role. They wouldn't tell me anything. And then once they'd found Lily to play Betty and they brought Cole on to play Jughead, they were like, can you come in and read the script? And this is the character we actually want you for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so now you say you're on ice, right? So that means like can you audition for other things?
Oh yeah, you can, but you don't want to because you're like, this is it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I've got the job, but you don't actually have the job. You're
So
just pinned.
you were auditioning for other things when that happened.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was auditioning for.
But were you just like mailing it in? You're like, all right, I'll show up for this audition.
I mean, no, never, because I wanted to work. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to stop. I was an assistant to like 6 people when I booked Riverdale. I was
Really?
assisting, like, because personal assisting, I could at least, cry and be like, please, I have to go to this audition.
Right,
Personal
right.
assistant
There's
for anybody
yes.
that like is known now, or
Oh no, for like a photographer, so I did her
Right.
retouching for a long time, or to like a family, like never to celebrities, but just to people who needed help.
But yeah, that's just so much more of a human connection though, because it's like.
But they also they were rooting for me.
Yeah,
Like when I booked the show,
especially if they're in more of a creative field, like they get it.
my photographer, who I'd worked for years and was like family to me when I booked the show, was like jumped up and down and screamed with me, and she's like, "You're fired!" And I was like, "I quit." It was very cute.
Oh, that is
amazing.
really cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you taking on that many jobs is such an incredible story. And if you can like do something with that journal and make something out of it, like
What kind of like unhinged human keeps a journal of all their jobs? I just know that I'll forget.
Yeah,
I have a terrible memory.
I wish I wrote
ironically.
down. I wish I wrote down more stuff in my life.
Yeah.
Like I forget so much.
I had a journal that I lost, and that's how that's when you know you're not good with journals.
No, that's not good because
And
I'm
also-
like, what's in it?
No,
Where did it go?
There are stories in there that I'm like, okay,
Once your name isn't in it, you're fine.
it might be.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
I'm not.
find it.
I'm clearly not a good journalist.
I'm gonna go find it.
No, that got thrown in the trash.
Yeah,
for
definitely
sure,
thrown in the trash.
When we moved offices.
Yeah,
but-
right. But that is so cool, and I feel like it just shows how hard of a worker you are, just in general, and how badly you wanted to be in this industry.
Yeah, I think I also knew people would ask me like, what if it never happens? And I'm like, as long as I'm doing everything I can to make it happen, like I'll be happy. It would just suck if I never tried. Do you know what I mean?
Did you always know at 18 you were moving to LA?
Yeah, my dad used to live here when he was younger, and he was like, "You're never gonna like LA. The traffic is crazy." He used to always tell me like, "You can't drive in LA," and it's like the most mellow thing on the planet, which is so funny. I'm sure you've driven in LA. It's like very easy.
Yeah,
I
we've
find.
made our producer
I don't know if I
drive
would
in
say
LA,
easy.
and we
I mean, in
we yell
comparison
at
to
him.
New York,
Oh well, yes.
Yes,
But
that's true.
granted, New Yorkers never drive in New York.
fair.
So
fair. I love driving. You
I do.
drive?
Yes.
You drive here? You have a car?
Yes.
You're one
I
of
live
few.
in Jersey City,
Yeah.
so when I come back and forth, we
Copy.
just talked about my road rage. We don't have to get back into it, but yes,
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, I get
like
it.
you said, New York.
I get it. I would never. You could not convince me to drive in New York.
But you drive in LA.
Love driving in LA.
did
The
I?
windows down, music.
I just get car sick. So if I'm not
Good
the
music.
one physically driving, I will be car sick.
Yeah.
Every time.
I actually feel that. That's gotten worse for me as I've gotten older, which is annoying because I used to never get car sick. We are so excited to tell you guys about Roback's new women's line. It is so cute, so comfortable, and we are just obsessed. Between their active dresses, shorts, and full zip hoodies, we always wear them like when you on a walk outside, running errands, a workout, whatever it is. They have their new Roback active shorts that are ultra lightweight. They include a liner for extra comfort, and they are so cute. We have worn these to play pickleball, out on a run, running errands, out for a walk. All of these activities are perfect for Roback activewear. The Roback active skirts and dresses are perfect for the spring and summer. The material is so comfortable and the features are extremely functional. The built-in shorts liner has hidden pockets that can fit your phone. Meanwhile, the dress also has their brand new GTG technology, so you can keep the dress on when you're on the go and got to go. Roback also released full zip hoodies and new workout tanks. It's safe to say that you guys should be living in Roback this season when it comes to summer outfits for working out, errands, all those things. They have great gear. If you're going to the gym, check it out. You can also check out their workout tanks. So use the code CHICKS on Roback.com for a generous 20% off your first order of performance skirts, joggers, and hoodies. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. 20% off with the code CHICKS. did I read that when you were really young, you traveled back and forth between Washington and a lot of time in South Africa?
Yeah, both of my parents are South African,
Okay.
so all of my extended family is there.
That's a trip.
It was 36 hours in transit.
Wow.
But my parents were
And
the
how
troopers.
often do you think you would do it?
God, I have the worst memory ever. But I think we did it every year for, a large portion of my formative years as a kid, so that I had a relationship with my extended family.
Yeah.
But my parents were the troopers. They're like traveling with small children. I think my first flight was at 6 months old.
Wow.
I don't obviously remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't remember 6 days ago.
But they'll never forget it.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
exactly.
My mom was like, "You were such a little trooper." My dad was like, "No, you weren't."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Selective memory from mom sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you were an angel.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then when you hear other babies crying in public, it's like part of you wants to get mad, but at the same time you're like, but wait, they can't help it.
I never get mad. I get really anxious for the mother or the parent who's with them, because I'm like, oh my God, you're probably so stressed out right now, freaking out because people are going to be upset. But it's like, you can't
control it.
How are you going to control that?
And also, like, as like a baby or a toddler, like, it's so embarrassing when you grow up and you're like, wait, I acted like that, because you don't know how to act as like a
I've
baby.
never
or
had that
toddler.
thought before, but I can't wait to have a doom thought about that later when I'm alone and I'm anxious in bed tonight. Like,
that's
God,
just like, sorry,
pretty deep.
you just got a real good insight of Ria's anxiety, because
Her
she's going
anxiety
home and
goes back generations.
She's worrying about Fitz tantrums she threw when she was
I
4
was a
years
kid-
old.
No, not even that. It's just like embarrassing. You're screaming over the smallest thing. Like, you don't know how to act. Like, that's embarrassing. That's lame.
But you know what's great about that? That means you don't do many things that make you embarrassed now, because now you're thinking about that.
Yeah, well, I still do. I still do embarrassing things. Well, you're a very busy woman, but at one point you were very active on YouTube, and I was an avid watcher.
You were?
I loved your ASMR because I love
She's a sucker for ASMR.
love ASMR, and anywhere I could find people doing like good ASMR videos.
Did I do good ASMR videos?
Yeah, you did.
With that little ear thing?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, you did. Do you have any plans on getting back into the YouTube game?
I haven't really spoken about this, but I think I'm like done. I quit a couple years ago, and I think I'm gonna stay gone. This is better for me. Yeah.
Why?
It was very time consuming. I started it because I was on a Riverdale, and season 1, my character was an absolute menace to society, and people couldn't learn how to separate the artist from the character, and it was really damaging to my mental health. And I was like, at least I can try to take this into my own hands and the narrative, and show people who I really am. And then at a certain point, it stopped being fun and it started becoming a job. And I was like, that's not why I did this in the first place. I did this because I liked it, and I was editing all my own videos because I used to edit photos from my photographer. And so I felt like the connection that I was trying to create was created, and then it became something completely different. And I was like, I don't want that to be that anymore. So I also like time. It took so much time.
Right.
When I was on Riverdale, I had a lot of free time because I was always in Vancouver, and now I, thankfully don't, knock on wood. And so we'll see. Maybe I'll return in a couple of years. No, I just thought it's not really for me anymore.
Yeah, no, I feel that because, like you said, like you want the audience to get to know you, Madelaine, as a person, but then it becomes like, I want more and more. Like, where's your next video?
Yeah, and it also I had a very public relationship actually quite a while ago now, and I think it just became like, to your point, I was giving so much of myself away, and I was like, who am I left with when I'm laying in bed at night? That's like just for me.
Yeah. Where's
also,
the privacy? Yeah.
I'm almost 30. Like, I just want to focus on the thing that I love the most, and I don't have enough time to do everything.
Yeah,
It's fair enough.
Definitely. Well, we loved Riverdale. Was one of my favorites. It was because you just never knew what was going to happen next, right? It was just
Me either.
It really took you for a loop. So I wanted to ask you, because there's so many things, but I want to ask you, what was your maybe specific craziest storyline for your character that you were just like, what the hell is this?
Oh, God. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is when the doll, Julian, was possessed by my brother that I consumed in the womb. But then it got crazier because then that brother I consumed in the womb became my brother in season 7.
Right.
So he just existed all of a sudden. But like me having a whole storyline with a tiny little doll the size of this guy was probably the craziest thing I did. But honestly, like, what do you think? What do you think was the craziest one? How about me being a witch for a season and then never being a witch?
Right. I think a lot of it really, I just had to buy into all the supernatural, because I was like, the first all of a sudden it
couple
became
seasons weren't supernatural.
so supernatural. And I was like, wow, this just really took a turn.
It did, yeah.
The monsters, the
Right,
creature,
it did.
the flashbacks. I also started to get, I was like, what time period are we in? Like,
I loved the discussion around Riverdale, and especially when you guys would make TikToks about it, or just post little things here and there, where it would be like, okay, they're in on it, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I
No,
I
we
think,
know.
I
Yeah.
think people would be like, you know,
people
obviously
would always be like,
such
we gotta
dedicated
get him
fans
out of
that
there.
love. Yeah, right. Like, but I think, you know, your fans and Riverdale like consumers were so obsessed, and they'll watch anything. But at the same time, they were like, do they know what we're watching?
We knew.
Yeah.
But I also think there's like a fine line, like of like how much you want to really let on to that, because, you know, to your point, as long as you buy into the ride, like it's a fun fucking ride. It was a fun ride for us. It was a fun ride for people to watch.
Yeah.
It was interesting to be like on such a
They don't make a lot of they don't make a lot of shows like that anymore too.
No.
So
No.
And I want to be thrown on a ride.
Yeah.
I want to be like, what the hell is happening
That's
next?
why I became an actor. Is like I want to create experiences that people can immerse themselves in and like escape from everyday reality.
Right.
That was the biggest escape from everyday reality because
Yeah.
it would never happen. So I am beyond thankful to that show and what it did for me and my co-stars and my best friends. And I have nothing but great things to say about what it's done for my career. And it obviously was a weird cultural phenomenon at a certain points.
Yeah.
But like you can't complain about that happening in your career.
Definitely.
And I think people love watching, obviously, how close you guys are.
I was going to say that's one of my favorite things, and I saw you post with the girls at your premiere, which is so awesome to create those female bonds from a show like that. What is that relationship like for you with those girls?
What is it like when you hang out with your best friend?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's
Right.
just exactly the same. I think it's really rare, at least from my perspective, to know other females who are in the same field as you in my industry that support you so much as much as we do. And I think we're really lucky, and it's very rare. And there's genuinely no ego or jealousy or competition between us because we all are so different. But also because we all just want each other to succeed. Like, there's nothing I love more than like watching Cammy's movies the day they come out,
Yeah.
or like calling Lily and be like, "What's the script you're reading? Do you like it? Let's talk about it." Like, it's just so genuine and not what you ever would expect coming off these shows. I have a lot of friends who did shows like this, and they're like, "I don't even talk to my co-stars."
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think everybody loves watching it, especially like Halloween
I was gonna
time.
say,
You guys
the
you guys
Halloween
dress up for
costumes.
Halloween.
Man,
and
I hope
everyone
we
gets
still
excited.
do.
I know. I think we all
yeah.
hope you do, because it's just it like warms your heart to be like, okay, these are genuine girl friendships that we are seeing.
Yeah, I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
Halloween is always fun.
Yeah.
But it's
As we have
love to see
established,
people.
big Halloween girl over here.
Yeah.
Love to see great costumes.
How
and
far
everything.
out do you start thinking about your Halloween costume?
Oh boy. Last year we started maybe in August, but sometimes we'll go back. We have a list in
Revisit.
our phones
Yeah.
that we like have gone through a couple, but it also depends on where we're shooting now. Because we used to always be in Vancouver together.
Right.
But now it's like, I don't know where any of us will be in October.
Totally, but you know, Halloween is a whole different beast now, where people do the photo shoots.
Imagine we just did it
months in
now
advance,
and we were like, we're all together.
Right.
You know,
Or,
you're just
or
like,
you
guys,
shoot it now and
if you
just
look at your
release it in
schedules,
October.
exactly. Like you look at your schedules, like this is the only time we can all see each other is August. We just have to.
You heard it here first.
It's time to do the dress ups. But I love what you share on social media, and like you just said, YouTube kind of felt like you were giving away a lot. Now, as you are, been in the industry for a while, how do you balance kind of what you share and what you don't? Do you think you have found kind of a healthy balance?
I'm really comfortable with where I'm at when
Yeah.
it comes to that now. I think I share what I want to share.
Yep.
I don't feel any sort of pressure to do so.
No second guessing, because
Yeah.
it's very easy to second guess.
But also, it's
in
very
those
easy to
early
take it too
moments.
seriously. And I went through a period of time where I did that. Like, I went from sharing everything to sharing nothing and taking everything so seriously. And every post was so well thought out, to the point where I was like, how can people understand me and feel me authentically, which is like the most important thing to me when I'm being so calculated. So now it's more just like whatever I feel in the moment. But I also don't take my phone with me everywhere anymore. That's not like a priority to me. I'm an actor at the end of the day. Like, social media is a great thing, but that's not my job.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's part of the job,
Yep.
but it's not my job.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a perfect balance to have.
definitely.
Working on it. It's a never evolving process.
Yes,
Right.
always.
But right now I feel pretty good about it. I've been really harassing social media with this movie.
I was gonna say,
so
well,
everyone go
especially
watch
when,
it, please.
Well,
Yes.
especially when you have a movie to promote, you got to get it out there. You got to
Yes.
share with everybody, and everyone can go to the theater. When you're going to the movies, what's your go-to snack and for a movie theater?
I always sneak my own snacks in. Yeah, and
love that.
it's like I don't have butter, and I feel like they always have butter on the
Yeah.
popcorn. I love a Sour Patch Kid, but it hurts my stomach so much, that kind of sugar. It's like, it's so annoying as a 29-year-old because when you're like 16, you're like, I'll eat everything I want. And then you're like, I'll never be one of those adults who like hates sugar. Yeah. It actually hurts
as a fellow 29-year-old,
but once you realize how it affects you, you're like, oh my God, I'm like, wow, I have to cut this out.
Like my eating an entire bag of cookie dough bites at the movie theater does not sit well with me later.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I'll sneak in, like I love Smart Sweets. I'll sneak in Smart Sweets, or like Joyride has those. Have you tried those sour strips?
Yep. Those are
revolutionary. Those have changed my life. So I'll do Joyride or whatever. I'll sneak it in. I also love. This is a hot topic, but I love a red vine.
Okay.
I know you. Are you Twizzler girls?
I prefer a Twizzler.
Oh God, get me out
of
here.
I like both.
I love you.
Twizzler.
Yeah. Oh my God, love you too.
Red vines are superior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can have this debate all day. They're better. I also like black licorice though. So like.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a black licorice gal.
I like black licorice, but
red
I'm not
vines
like
in our area
grabbing at it. Like I must have it.
I don't know if it's like a regional thing, but
they're not as prevalent.
I just felt like I didn't have as like red vines weren't around
are like
as much.
Eating plastic. I can't get on board with that.
You literally use them as a straw.
And red vines.
That is true.
Yeah, it's true. You would like drink your like soda through a Twizzler.
Unhinged.
No,
we're so unhinged when we're kids.
Right, when you're kids, and then you get, and literally that's what I picture when the kids have like the Gatorade mouth.
Yeah,
like I'm literally picturing that.
That's actually kind of iconic. Should I do a photo shoot with Gatorade mouth?
Just the red around the lips.
I love it.
All right, everybody, go check out The Strangers Chapter 1, and then already 2 and 3 will come out this year.
Soon.
Okay,
I've been told to not give some sort of time frame.
We won't give a time frame, but check out Chapter 1, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having
me. Thank you so much. When it comes to travel, every family has a happy place, a 5-star resort with a kids club, or an all-inclusive by the beach. My happy place, honestly, anywhere I am traveling with my family. We have great family vacations. So if we are somewhere tropical, normally it's somewhere warm, I would say. I've had some great trips to the Caribbean, Italy, love it. And honestly, what makes it so great too is having family there. So wherever your happy place is, Priceline wants to get you and your family there more often. And thanks to Priceline's family-friendly options, you can save up to 60% on family-friendly hotels. You can even sort by room type, amenities like pools, and get access to deals you can't find anywhere else with Priceline. You never have to miss a trip. Heading to the Priceline website is also so easy. It's so easy to go through everything, check out different types of hotels. Maybe you want to go by amenities, price range, whatever it is. It's so easy to use. So download the Priceline app today and save up to 60% off family-friendly hotels and go to your happy place with Priceline.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game 125, the big 125, and we are joined by Katie and Lucy. They are sisters. Thank you guys so much for coming to our Denver show. That was like a year ago now. Time is flying by. But thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited to play.
That was a fun show.
Infamous.
You thought you were dying.
I did think I was dying, actually.
I was like, that was when you guys were sick.
Yeah. Ria thought she was
the altitude.
Ria thought the altitude was.
I threw up after the show.
Getting to her, yeah.
Because everyone kept asking me about the altitude, and then I got in my head.
I think she was so worried about the altitude because everyone was making her so nervous that she then got sick.
Right. It was like placebo.
Yeah.
Same.
And then it was Noah's drunk show.
That was the end of it.
You guys might have contributed to that.
That was the end of an that was the end of an era for Noah and his alcohol use at shows.
He has been very professional since.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the game.
A little bit of anxiety, so it's okay.
Okay, 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah is going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Everybody gets their own individual guess, and we will alternate teams for guesses. Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Argyle. Recently came out,
Yeah. Okay. All right, so one of you guys throw out a guess first.
Okay. Well, star-studded cast, so let's go 65.
I'm going to go 36.
I'm going to say 42.
I was right there in that same range. I was thinking 32.
Let's go lower. Sure.
Go lower, you think?
Sure.
I think it got bad reviews. I'm going to go 33.
33.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. I just was like, I'll go up one.
Yeah,
Why not?
why not? Hey. Oh my gosh. It's like you read his mind.
Yeah.
It's a good start to the game.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 1 to Ria Fran. Shout out Kate from Massachusetts. In what country was the last stop on Taylor Swift's Eras Tour in 2023?
Oh.
Australia.
In U.S. Just the last tour date in 2023?
Yeah.
What country? Wasn't it Australia?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, was it Singapore?
5 seconds.
Australia.
Australia.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
No!
To Katie and Lucy.
Like the Philippines or something.
I think she was still in South America. I want to say Brazil. I don't know if that's right.
Okay, we'll go Brazil.
Brazil, final answer.
Correct.
Oh.
Brazil.
Oh.
Brazil came
That
after
was not
Australia?
on my. Yeah, that was not on my radar at all.
Oh, you know.
Wait, was Australia not this year?
Australia?
Maybe it was at the beginning of this year.
Oh, yeah.
May have been early
yeah,
January.
They were down under.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm forgetting what year we're in.
No, that's
Forgetting
tough.
what year the year starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What month the year
Yep. I mean, she's just perpetually on tour, so it's hard to.
Okay, 1-0. Katie and Lucy. This question's to them. Shout out Melissa from Dallas, Texas. What reality competition show was Tate McRae on before becoming a pop star?
Isn't she on- It's the dance competition show.
Oh,
What is it called?
is it
So You Can Dance?
Is that it?
So You Think You Can Dance?
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct. Off to a good start. 2-0. Question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. This is a new type of question.
Shout out Hallie from Clemson. I saw so many comments of people being like, "That girl better go on Pop Culture
Yeah.
Jeopardy."
They probably reached out to her for questions.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try something different out here. Or Hallie's
Oh.
trying something out different here. In the movie Mean Girls, Amy Poehler and Rachel McAdams play mother and daughter. What is their real life age gap? And whoever is closer to the number will get the right answer too. Out of these two teams.
Okay, so it's our question.
Yeah.
There's
Wait.
7. How
But
was?
that means they also get to guess?
It's not their question.
Yeah.
So should we just say
Just do it as a
just
regular
do it
question.
as a regular question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
There.
I mean, it's a hard question.
It's
You got to
7.
get it step on.
It's 7.
Oh, it's 7.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Okay, we're gonna go with 7. Final answer.
Correct.
All right, there you go. Problem solved.
All right, there we go.
But yeah, you can't have both.
No,
too,
I know,
like-
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
because it's technically our question. So we.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
our question, so I have no problem answering it and getting it
Right.
right.
Okay, 2-1.
Judges, just for
Katie
Hallie to
and
know that
Lucy.
the structure may not work.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well, Hallie has another question. Question number 4, shout out Hallie again. And this is to Katie and Lucy. It's 2-1, Katie and Lucy. In the show Veep, what is the name of the White House correspondent that everyone hates?
Never watched that. Oh, what's the name? The hateable person.
Benjamin.
I was gonna say Rhonda.
Rhonda Benjamin. There we go. That's our final answer.
Incorrect.
Jonah. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Yep.
Tied up.
Is Rhonda a guy's? Or I guess I didn't say if it was a
You
guy or
didn't
not.
say.
Yeah.
You just said White House correspondent.
Okay, tied up at 2. Question number 5 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. What was Kylie Jenner's son's original name, and what is his name now?
His original name was Wolf, and
now
name
he's
is
Air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wolf and then Air.
No. Final answer.
Correct. Wow.
Good choice on her.
Question number 6. It's 3-2 Ria and Fran, and this is to Katie and Lucy. Shout out Melissa from Dallas, Texas. Again. In New Girl, what is the nickname Winston gave himself anytime he does a prank?
far.
Ria's gonna know this one.
I don't actually.
Puckles. That's the answer.
Incorrect.
I don't know it. I just know that sometimes his pranks are way too big and sometimes
Yeah,
they're
because
way
then
too
he goes,
small.
he does like the, and he says the name.
Yeah.
I have no guess.
I don't know.
I don't even have a guess.
I don't know it.
Yeah,
Pass.
got nothing.
Prank Sinatra.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, doesn't ring a single
Really?
bell.
All right. Still 3-2 Ria and Fran. And this question's to them. Shout out Kelly from Florida. What year did all these popular songs come out? Like a G6 by Far East Movement. Only Girl in the World by Rihanna. California Girls by Katy Perry.
$2008. 2007.
That was 7, 8.
Let's go 2007.
Okay.
Or
Because I feel like middle school for me, that makes sense.
2007.
Yeah.
All right, 2007.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
I liked that answer.
I hate when we get the year
Yeah.
ones wrong.
Yeah, I liked that answer though.
To Katie and
What
Lucy.
are the songs?
Like a G6. Only Girl in the World. California Girls.
I want to say like 2011, 2010, 2000.
I feel like it's close to 2007. What about 2009? Meet you in the middle.
5 seconds.
I'm going
She went,
2010.
no.
Final answer is
2010.
Final.
correct. 2010.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow, way later.
Later than I thought.
Yeah. I thought California Girls was like early, but I guess I'm kind of confusing that with
Tons of hits.
yeah,
Tons
yeah,
of hits
I
from
Kissed
Katy
a Girl,
Perry.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, tied up at 3. Question number 8. Shout out Peyton from North Bay, Ontario, Canada. Name 3 women that have played Will Ferrell's love interests and the name of the film they were in.
Is this our question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
Jovi.
And Elf.
And then who was Bewitched? Who was that actress?
Nicole Kidman.
She's in that movie too.
Is it her?
Yes.
Yeah. Anchorman, does he have a love interest?
Yes. It's Christina Applegate.
Okay.
I don't know what her. Do we have to know the name of her character?
No, just the actress in the movie.
So Christina Applegate,
Anchorman.
Anchorman,
Zoe Deschanel and Elf.
and Nicole
Kidman and Bewitched.
Final answer.
Yeah, final.
Correct.
He's had great love interests.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Ava Mendes, the other
yeah,
guys.
yep.
Yeah. Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Amy Poehler. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot of options.
we don't have to
Yeah.
go through the whole list.
Okay, 4-3. Katie and Lucy. This is question number 9 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Jenna from Erie, Pennsylvania. Match the Beyonce song to the correct album. Here are the songs: Irreplaceable, Diva, Run the World, Girls. And then the albums are 4, B-Day, I Am Sasha Fierce.
My Beyonce discography is terrible.
That was
so-
just a lot of names thrown. So
yeah, a lot to.
Irre-
That's a
irreplace-
hard one not to see visually.
yeah, Irreplaceable. It was Irreplaceable,
Diva, Run the
and,
World.
and Run the World. And
Run
then
the World, was that 4?
Run the World was 4. And then
What's the 4?
B-Day.
B-Day, I Am Sasha Fierce.
I Am Sasha Fierce, Irreplaceable.
5 seconds.
Then B-Day, Diva.
No, B-Day. No, Diva came out later.
Oh, so maybe B-Day. Oh, I don't know.
Let's go. Oh no, Diva was early. So Diva was
B-Day?
B-Day.
Okay.
Irreplaceable.
Time
Okay.
We're giving you the answer.
I mean,
that's
time is up. Time is up.
I don't know,
talking.
but you're talking back and
No,
forth.
but I'm saying the
Yes.
answer.
B-Day for Diva. I Am Sasha Fierce, Irreplaceable.
4 is
Okay,
Run the
incorrect.
World.
Okay.
To Katie and Lucy.
Okay, so switch. Diva is I am Sasha Fierce.
And B-Day is irreplaceable.
B-Day is irreplaceable. And
Of
then
the World is 4.
Yeah,
Correct.
final.
There we go.
I don't, just no offense to, that's a tough question to not see visually.
a lot of
that's a lot of like mental picturing.
Yeah.
That's like the question
That
you get
one
on
was tough for
a
me.
quiz where you have to draw the line.
Yeah.
All right, 5-3. Katie and Lucy. And this is question number 10. I'm going to play a movie, and you tell me what movie it's from. It's to Katie and Lucy.
I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was most exhilarating. The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay. And in the end, the Giants triumphed by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin through a big H. It was a most ripping victory.
I have no idea. I don't even know who those people are. I don't even know like what a good guess would be. Don't know that, man.
No guess.
Yeah,
Pass.
I don't know.
Is that Eddie Murphy? Is it Coming to America?
Let's guess that.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Coming to America, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Nice
There's
bowl.
like slight, like that's that Eddie Murphy.
Okay, 5-4, Katie and Lucy. And it's question number 11 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. Which actor does Shania Twain name in her song That Don't Impress Me Much?
Oh fuck. Um.
15 seconds.
I'm not sure.
Fuck. I know this. I went to go see her in concert. She's amazing.
Come on.
It's like a Brad Pitt
Time is
type.
up.
I'm just gonna guess Brad Pitt. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Oh my God, you're on it.
Locked in.
All right, tied up at 5. Question number 12 to Katie and Lucy. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. In 2019, a Stranger Things fan theory went viral after claiming that Jean Ralphio from Parks and Rec was the long-lost father of Steve Harrington. What 2 actors played these roles and appeared in an interview to put these theories to rest?
So who plays those characters?
Who plays those 2 characters?
The question is who's John Ralphio and who's
Steve Harrington. But we add a little spice to it.
Yeah.
The lore is there, 100%. Okay, so Joe Curie is Steve Harrington. What is
I
John
don't know that
Ralphio's
guy's name.
name? He's so funny too.
I'm not gonna be able to pull that.
10 seconds.
Pass it on.
Dan, to Ria and Fran.
Ria, what's his name? Ben? He does the comedy with the... You know John Ralphio. He does the comedy, the improv show with the other guy, the 2 guys, Hiddle Ditch and Hiddle Smith
Schwartz.
and Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
Thank you. Ben Schwartz and Joe Curie. Final answer.
Correct.
Yes, we got there.
Whatever.
Thank you. We got there.
Hiddle Fitch.
I was like Middle Ditch. What the
Yeah.
fuck is his name? Hiddleston. Hiddle Ditch.
I think it's
Middle Ditch, right?
Yeah, Middle Ditch and Schwartz.
Yeah.
Okay, 6-5, Ria and Fran. We got 3 questions left.
It's a close one.
It is.
Nail biter.
Question number 13, and this is to Ria and Fran. Shout out Christian from Boston. In Outer Banks, what is Sarah and Rafe's little sister's name? Nickname.
This is to us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did they call her?
Fuck. Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God.
15 seconds.
What the fuck is her name with the glasses?
Yeah. Fuck. Like a bee is coming to my brain.
5
but
seconds.
Birdie? Benny? No.
All right, time.
Birdie, final answer.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Katie and Lucy.
Please throw out a guess.
Letters. No?
No, I think they're right. It's something E, like at the end. Boozy. No, wouldn't be that.
Oh shit! I just absolutely crushed the microphone. Sorry.
Breezy? Breezy?
10 seconds.
Breezy.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so close.
That's so close. What is it?
Wheezy.
Wheezy. They were getting hot. I was like, the more she said, I was like, she's getting warmer.
When she said
warmer.
Beezy, I was like, wait, I think that's it.
Wheezy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Wheeze.
Still 6-5. Ria Fran. And this is question number 14 to Katie and Lucy. Shout out Rory from Falston. I don't know where that is. In Modern Family, what actor plays the guy who leaves Stella behind after Jay doesn't invest in his new invention?
So specific.
That's a super specific question.
Will you say it one more time? Sorry, I got lost.
In Modern Family, what actor plays the guy who leaves Stella behind after Jay doesn't invest in his new invention? Bad and good doggy treats is the new invention. Stella's a dog.
Yeah, Stella is a dog.
10
so it's
seconds.
probably some random actor who's just like guest star in the show. Let's go with George Clooney.
No.
Who else would it be?
Time is up.
That's what we have on the table.
Incorrect.
I have
Ria
no.
Fran.
I have no idea. And I never really watched Modern Family from
Yeah,
beginning
and this
to
is
end.
like I feel like very
yeah,
like
it's deep. John Stamos.
Sure. John Stamos. Final answer.
Incorrect. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh,
Okay. Never would have came out of
Nope.
my mouth.
nope, nope. Sorry, Lynn.
Okay. Final question. Chance to win for Ria Fran and
Yep.
a chance to send to
Yep.
overtime if they don't get it. Shout out none other than Hallie from Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
In the 2014 movie If I Stay, what instrument does Chloe Grace Moretz character play?
I don't know what is this movie?
I don't know either. The violin,
Chloe Grace Moretz. If I Stay.
piano, violin, harmonica. Let's go violin.
I like violin.
Violin.
Yeah, final answer.
Incorrect.
See, I was thinking cello.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen this movie.
No, I haven't either.
But then,
I
like,
haven't
I was
seen
kind of thinking, like, art.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But cello sounds good too.
You pick cello or harp.
We'll go cello final.
Correct.
Wow. The fucking cello.
Oh my god.
Nail biter.
Wow.
What movie
Wait,
is that?
see, I haven't seen it, but it's like one of those movies that I feel like everyone's seen.
Yeah.
It's with
I don't even like. What's the plot of that movie?
a talented young cellist thought
Oh.
the most difficult decision she ever would have to make would be whether to pursue her musical dreams or her heart to be in the love of her life. And it's
Who's the guy?
who is the guy? Jamie Blackley. Do you know who that is?
Not
No.
ringing a bell.
Ringing 0 bells. Okay. All right. Overtime.
2014.
You prepared, Noah?
Of course I'm prepared.
Okay.
I always have overtime questions.
So
ready.
overtime, 3 questions. You guys start now since we started the first round. If it's still tied up at the end of 3 questions, we go in a shootout form. Every time I say these rules, they still don't make sense. And I know that's like an ongoing thing, but we just kind of figure it out as we go along here. So we'll do 3 questions and then see what happens after that. So Noah, what's the first question? How much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. I definitely did. I mean, I've got a ton. Sometimes, this is my sweet spot. When I get sent an article and it's like behind a paywall and I want to read it and I subscribe, and I do the free trial and then I forget about it. And then I go back and see, still subscribed. Thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting money on the ones I forgot about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, you have full control over your subscriptions and a clear view of your expenses. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place, and if you see something you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel it with just a few taps. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/chicks. That's rocketmoney.com/chicks. rocketmoney.com/chicks.
Okay, question number 1
the
to Katie
ladies.
and Lucy. Shout out Ellen and Biz from Philly. What is the name of the song Taylor Swift wrote for the movie Valentine's Day?
Of you?
No, I loved that movie so much.
What's a song about Taylor Lautner?
God, I'm like,
You gotta throw something out there. Take a yes.
I mean, the only thing
5
that's coming
seconds.
to my mind is 16, and I know that's not right.
Pass.
Okay, to Ria and Fran.
What's the one with the? What's the forever one?
it's not forever and always. Fuck, is it Best Day? Or is that about her mom?
I
That's
don't
about her
know.
mom.
5
What
seconds.
the fuck is this song? I should know this.
Time is up.
Best Day, final answer.
Incorrect. Today was a fairy tale.
Oh, shit! I knew it was something about the day.
Damn.
Today was a fairy tale. You remember? Yep.
Okay.
Shit. Shit.
Fell in love when I saw you standing there.
All right. Well, you're not allowed to sing it because
I know.
we didn't get it.
Sorry.
Question number 2 to Ria and
Music
Fran.
is really my downfall in trivia.
Shout out Madelaine and Amelia from Boston.
I'm like good with music trivia, just not the music we
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
like let's throw some let's get some classic rock in there.
Classic rock. What are you gonna get
Or-
a lyrics
or
question
rock,
from?
Yeah, just old rock.
Finish this Led Zeppelin lyric.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 2 to Ria and Fran, Madelaine and Amelia from Boston. Name the actor who had a role in these 3 movies. The Martian, Despicable Me, Wonder Woman 1984.
This is us.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Matt
The
Damon.
Martian.
He's the Martian.
Yeah. Despicable Me.
This one seems impossible.
Shit, I don't know.
Let's just say Matt Damon because I really don't know.
Unless
Unless you know another person in Despicable Me, which
besides Steve Carell.
Is Steve Carell in The Martian? Well, he's not in Wonder
he's
Woman
not in Wonder Woman
1984.
1984.
All right, time is up.
I got nothing.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Incorrect. Katie and Lucy.
Can we say the movies one more time?
The Martian, Despicable Me, Wonder Woman 1984.
Is it Jessica Chastain? Is she in the Martian?
She's not in Wonder Woman.
Was that
Kristen Wiig?
Was 1984 the good one or the bad
Hold on, I'm feeling Kristen Wiig. I'm feeling that answer.
one? Was she in the Martian?
She was in Wonder Woman. And I feel like she could have done audio or
Okay, we'll go Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, she is in the Martian.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Kristen
Was
Wiig.
never getting to Kristen
Neither
Wiig.
was I. I wasn't. I didn't know Kristen Wiig was in any of those.
Yeah, yeah, she is.
Okay.
Not a great role in Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That was a tough movie.
Question number 3 to you guys. Shout out Sarah from Boston. If you guys get this, you win. What is the name of Joey's recliner and friend that Rachel broke?
That's you. The name of the recliner. That somebody broke.
Joey's recliner.
15 seconds.
I'm feeling like a woman name.
No.
No.
funny. It's like every time the answer gets like the most sister thing ever. She just
Alright,
goes,
time is up.
no,
I don't know. Bertha! Final answer.
Incorrect.
just like bad. No, bad idea.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
I
this
have
one,
no
So
clue.
the win goes to them.
Well, let's think about it for a second.
I thought about it, and I really don't.
Its name is.
Jessica.
You think it's a girl name?
I don't know. They went girl
Yeah.
names, so I'm just throwing it out.
Martha?
No.
No.
It wouldn't. Martha's not a sexy name. Joey likes sexy girls.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Jessica, final answer.
Incorrect. Rosita.
Rosita.
Oh,
Rosita is
Sexy
a sexy name.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You were.
All right, you guys get the W
All right.
though in overtime.
Well done,
That was-
ladies.
you guys
Close
deserve that. It was a
game.
close game. I thought we would have had that one, but we lost it.
Ugh.
We lost it.
Prank Sinatra.
Yeah, shit. Freaking Rosita. Thank you guys so much.
That
for
was a great
playing.
game. Well done,
you guys
guys.
get a shirt that says you beat us, so congratulations.
Yes.
And
Shit, is that 2 losses in a row?
yeah, it is. It's all right. It's all right.
Losing streak.
Don't let it get you down.
I know. I know.
But you guys deserve it. Thank you guys so much for playing.
Well
it was
done,
so
guys.
nice meeting you guys. Yes, well done.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Hey, appreciate it. Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys oh so very much. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Love you. Smooches. Goodbye.